like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications.
That's what it looks like under here. I've already brushed a little bit around here. But we're just swapping powers and grounds is all we're doing. Alright, so I've got this side done. This is my other, that's my door lock switch there. If you'll notice, it's something to point with. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it has a different, I don't know if all of them are that way, but this one's got a little different texture to it. It's made differently. These are like stippled, this one's like serrated or whatever. Alright. Trying to do this where you can see it. Make sure I'm not killing everything. There we go. I just popped it off. That's what it looks like when you take it apart. That's where it's been arcing in there. And my driver's side window switch, you had to start the vehicle to get enough voltage to roll the window up. At 12 volts, I mean at 11.5, 12.5, whatever it is with the engine shut off, it wouldn't roll the window up. It'd roll it down all day, but it wouldn't roll it up. So I'm hoping that'll help it. I also have other switches not working in the vehicle. So we're going to try that. Now, these just come out. These just come out by, they just lift out. Now I try to keep them oriented. You see all that? That is where it's been arcing. Turning green, and there's no way that's carrying enough voltage. Alright, and I try to orient them when I take them out like they came out of the switch, and I leave them this way. I only work on, from this point forward, I only work on one thing at a time. I'm cleaning this one up, and it goes right back where I put it, which I'm going to put them up here out of, won't be able to see them because I don't want to be knocking them around. And it goes just like I put it, and then I'll work on this one, clean it up, and it'll go right back where I had it. Then I'll clean this up, and then each piece will go back in it, and it'll all get snapped back together. That's how you keep from flip-flopping things, which, you know, you can kind of look at this one. See how black that is? That's not bad lighting, that's just carbon. These things are full of carbon and other good stuff, where they've been arcing as they've been used over time. The connection gets worse, and then you start arcing. And there you go. We're going to keep going here. Alright, there's my finger for reference. I got it zoomed in pretty hard. Alright. Right here is all this goo on here and grease. We're going to wipe it off best we can. I just got it in the flat side of my vise. Got it in the flat side of my vise. And I just got it touched. I'm not clamping it. It's just holding it still for me. Don't want to make it worse. Alright, see how that looks? Now I got this little carding brush. It's a little bitty brush. It's real soft. I mean, you can see it doesn't even scratch my finger. It's made for working on pow-pows and things, and cleaning stuff you don't want to hurt. Brownells sells them. Go to Brownells and type in carding brush. Card. C-A-R-D, not cart. Carding brush. Alright. Got it like that, and I got a little piece of emery cloth, and I'm trying to see what grit I got. This is actually 80 grits, too rough, but it's what I got right here. You don't have to. I'm just scratching this up a little. Alright, there's that. You want to straighten this. You want to make sure you're not hurting this. They don't make them no more. Remember that. Right? They don't make them anymore. They quit making good stuff. You can't fix stuff they make now. They glue it together and fix it where when you try to take it apart, it breaks. They learned a lesson. They're like, hey, and I dropped it. Oh, I'm coming back. I dropped it. Put this back in here. And I dropped it again. Don't know if you can see that. But it's got a little bit of green and crusty on there too. So we're going to try to put her up in here. Clean all that off best we can. She's been arcing fire in there. I don't know about you, but I don't want sparks flying in my windowsill. You don't even know they're there. And I said winder. Yeah, I'm down here. Down here where they don't rust real bad. There you go. That's about clean as I can get it with the tools I got. Now, I got some cotton swabs from Harbor Freight and some 91% value size isopropyl alcohol from Walgreens. Actually, this didn't come from Walgreens. I bought by the gallon. Refill that bottle. I got a little container holding it still for me, so we just start cleaning this out. This is dry first. I didn't put any alcohol on it just yet because I want to get a lot of the stuff out of it. You can see it start to shine up a little bit. That's carbon. All right, carbon is from where it's been arcing in there. Yeah, my chair squeaks. I'm an old fat guy. Okay, now we dipped a little alcohol in there. There's better stuff for this. I don't have any contact cleaner right now. I'm out. So contact cleaner would have been a better thing, but bumped you. Sorry, guys. Y'all hold still, quit shaking on me. Y'all keep bumping around. This does a pretty good job. You can see down in there now. See, it's starting to get cleaner. And what we're doing, we take that carbon off of everything and it starts making better contact. Some of it will get so much carbon it won't even make contact in there. Okay? I'm going to try to get as much out of these corners, that old grease. It really won't hurt nothing. And I don't know if the grease is green, like I said earlier, or it's turned green from the copper being corroded in there. You know, over time, copper turns green. Look at the Statue of Liberty. I bet you, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see the Statue of Liberty when it was copper. When it was this color. When it was that color. How cool would that have been? Thank you, French guys, for giving her to us. Alright, that's about clean as I can get that. This one was not as bad as the driver's window button. And I assume that's because when you're going down the road, or whatever button that was, maybe it got wet. I'm thinking that was the driver's window. But I'm assuming that when you went down the road, you know, you used the driver's window gets used a lot more. Watching alcohol dry. This is the most exciting 30 seconds on YouTube. Jeff getting alcohol dry. Alright, now we're just going to take and put a little dot on each. And it's still a little wet. Don't want to take. There we go. Just a little dot. I don't know if it really needs it. They had it there to start with. So, like I said, this is Loctite brand 305-36. Come here, Sarah. What you doing, girl?
Helping Mama.
Helping Mama. I'm making a
Hi.
video. Sarah says hello with her fingernails. Alright, I'm going to clean this funky one up just like I showed you a minute ago. And then we'll put it back together. Set that in there. If I can turn it where you can see it. These got a little groove they set down in. There's a little tooth. Let me get it where you can see it. See that little tooth right there? It sits in those little grooves right in the middle. Alright, like I showed you before. Got our little bar. We'll rock her around a little bit. Trying to get her back in there straight. Nope, that didn't go. That didn't take. That didn't take. Get her back apart. Yep, did it again, didn't I? This is the trickiest part, is getting these little rascals back in there and getting them on the little bar like they're supposed to go. Don't know if you can see that. All I'm doing is straightening this back out like it should be. It's barely bent, just ever so slightly. And we'll put this back on. Let me show you how it works. There we go. What I believe is ground is this gold color foil layer, and then there's another layer under it that's insulated by this paper. All right. Should be, let's see. All right, we got continuity there. Let me come over to this other switch. That one acts funny. It actually works, but it acts funny. All right, so we got continuity. This will be our ground layer. All right, we got ground going to both right now in the connector. I got to get my thumb where I can work but we don't have. And I just moved it. Come on. There we go. Now, when we flip the switch one way, if I can get my, there we go. We get ground to go to one side, and when we flip it the other way, we get ground to go the other side. Now this one is, I gotta get it up off that gold layer there, is our power input. Nothing there. Click it one way, we got power. Click it the other way. If I can hold my mouth right. I can't get my fingers to help out. Let's see if we can get one I can get to better. Because I got a little thumb hole there. All right, we got nothing in the middle. Right? Power there. Nothing there. Flip her the other way. Power there. Nothing there. Now our ground, we'll swap places. See, we're grounded on both of them now. Our ground will swap places. And I'm moving the switch this direction. Move the switch this direction. Our ground swaps over. So all it's doing is swapping power and ground. And then when it goes to neutral, it's ground both positions. It grounds the circuit. Power comes in from over here. All right. See, power feed here feeds all one of the wires that touches here. And you see right here where there's no contact in this upper layer. One of these wires is the main power feed for everything. All right. Now this is the one this is my problem child out there, right here, when I was out there playing with the thing. So what I'm going to have to do, when this thing is put together on the Jeep, it'll be held together. Now let's make sure it works. It probably won't now that I got the camera turned on. Said this is the one that worked funny. That's the problem I was having earlier. Alright, let's see what we got here. And do it right here on. I mean, I'll show you when I mess up. And I've done enough of that today, ain't I? Get that bent down just a hair. Get her put in there where she belongs. Or he, whatever you like. Let's go ahead and bend this back down like it's supposed to be. I was playing with how they were bent. I was going out of my mind there for a minute, trying to figure out some stuff. And then I realized, you big dummy, that ain't the way it works. There we go. Oh, nope, that ain't how it goes either. I got it cockeyed there. There we go. Now if I can not pull it back apart, I keep pulling it apart. Let's see what we got now. Nothing, of course. There we go. The thing is, my little cord here has seen better days. It's about ready to be retired. I wonder if I'm not getting good contact all the time. Right there. And I just pulled it back apart. See, I keep pulling it apart. That don't help. But it's working. I know it's working. I just rolled the window up and down with it out there. Alright. So, when this thing is in the Jeep, I cleaned all the... Here's our lock switch for our... It allows power. I believe it allows power. See? This one don't even want to work at all. Let's pop it open and see what's in it. It's not a momentary. It's a either or. It's on or off. Let's see if I can get her open without destroying everything. I don't have a whole lot of memory. I'm recording on my phone here. Let me get it apart and I'll turn you back on. Get the old knife out and barely touch it just to get it to separate. Now let's see what's in here. Aha! We just got a little contactor right there. It either rolls away and is down. I don't know if you can see down in there. That's just a spring. Got a spring right here. We got a little contact right here. It's like this little rascal. Gotta figure out, I don't know if you can see it. Little rascal just flops back and forth. And it's controlled by this knob. Now, let's figure out why it don't work. I think this is going to be the key to my switches. Alright, we got there. We got nothing there. We should have something here, but we don't. We got it there, but it ain't making it across here. It's got a little set of, it's got a contactor in it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get a light. I'll be right back. Alright, I got my trusty little Milwaukee 12-volt light here. You see right there, there's a little circle. That's a contact, like a set of points in an old car, or a contactor on a well pump, or anything like that. That's just a contactor. We're not making, the power's not making it through that little joint. I'm going to have to see if I can find a little fingernail file or something and see if I can file that off just ever so slightly, because it's got carbon buildup on it from making that contact. And once I find something, I'll get back with you. Okay, I may have killed it, but I pried it up a little. I don't know if you can see that. Open up contacts, and I got a little piece of 600 grit paper. And I'm trying to just rub it, just pull it across there like that. It seems to be shining it up. See if I can. Yeah, we don't want to break that off. See if I can get it to push down flat. Trusty, dusty 4-ounce hammer. Use a screwdriver inappropriately. Hey. Sometimes brute force works. Now, get in there. Y'all quit being silly. We ain't got time for foolishness. It's about supper time. We want to get done. There we go. Oh, no spring. Hey. It works though. Didn't work before. Let's see if I can get her back apart without killing everything. You got to get this little spot here, it appears, to hang up on this little clip right there. So, let's see. Now, I want to at least, I want to try to make it work. I don't care if it works. I ain't ever, my pickup truck, everything I got has got that window shut off thing on it. I've had kids for 22 years now. Never have tried to shut it off. I'm putting it in there right. Alright, y'all see what I'm talking about? This little clip, there's a little notch in it right there. Trying to get that little notch. There we go. There we go. Man. That won't, anything won't work, watch. One of them days, you ever have a day? Hey, that's off, okay. Now when I turn it back on, pull the wires off, of course. Cross your fingers for me. Y'all crossing your fingers? Okay. Still don't work. See, I told you. Don't work. Let's see what I did incorrectly this time. Woo. I learned how to, oh, I broke it. I broke it right here. That's what I did. I broke the contact off. See, guys, don't hit it with a hammer. That's how you don't fix stuff. This little contact, this little piece of brass is riveted in there, into that little hole. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I probably can't fix this. I don't have the willpower or the want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder a wire across here if I can get it to take. Let me get everything out. Well, I played with it and got it back in there. I don't know if it's ever going to work correctly though. It does hold continuity right now. Let me get it back together. Bet it won't work. Y'all betting against me or you're betting for me? Right now I'd be betting against me. I'd be definitely betting against me right now. I can't see, I'm old. Alrighty. Let's see who won the bet. Ah. Look at there. How about that? Alright. See, can't we get that to stay on there? And I just took it all back apart. I keep flipping these switches with them took apart, and it tears everything up when I do it because I'm dumb. But it works. So, there you go. Alright. And when this thing is in the Jeep, it has these little clips. There are these little magic little clips that slide up in here. There's some little grooves. Get you some light. Little grooves right there. And this will slide up in that little groove. Because these are what actually hold it in there. Let me find one a little better shape. There we go. Now these, I think, snap in. How y'all go on there? Y'all go on like this. Yep. Alright, this will slide up in here. I'm sorry, this is like the worst video ever. And it'll slide into the hole like that. Oh. Let me figure out how one of them go. Turn the camera off. It went right up in there. Well, anyway, that's how they just slide on like that. Just like that. This is going to be a little trouble because there we go. This is what holds it in. That snaps. They snap into the plastic bezel out there, and that's what holds it together. I'm not going to put the whole thing back together today because it's raining. But y'all get the general idea. And of course, this is our power lock switch. It's got its own little thing going on. I got to figure it out. Power locks don't work. Apparently my blower motor will stay on too with the key turned off. So we got to figure that out. And Duke is whining over here. He doesn't like the thunder. Y'all be good. I'm out. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I bumped the horn. Come on, girl. There we go. All right. Look, seatbelt and below wash light works. Okay. Got the switch plugged in here. This window has issues, but it does go up and down. It tries to. And we were working over there earlier, but I have unplugged. There we go. Different windows work differently. Back windows both work. There we go. We're working, and I just took it back apart because I didn't have it put together all the way. I gotta fix that. Don't worry. I learned something else too. My air conditioner tries to work. When I kick it on, fan comes on. Lock the clutch in. Don't know if it works or not because the blower motor doesn't come on. We got little issues. We're gonna straighten it up though. Horn works.